Shot a Louis, let's do it again. Push a bitch in a movie, let's do it again. None of these bitches gon' tell me no. Hop in the whip, let's go. 15,000 for a show. 15 niggas came in with me all on go. Fuckin' with fan, dude, donate. Back touchdown, try shot, get with me. Emeralds all in a new piece, this a honey bun. Walk in 2 frees with me, I hit both on. Woke up and told them, let's do it again. My young niggas wild, they just down to spin. Soon as my young nigga came home from beating the body, first day when I bought him a gym. Told my little bitty she don't even need no more surgery. This bitch at the doctors again. Advance my neck, that's why I ain't tripping outside. I know in the trap I'm gonna win. Dummy event when he goes to trap.
What's good of y'all? Buckle up, coming through on a quick drop. So, real quick, let me get into what we came to talk about. So, Drew Titan just can't seem to leave a situation alone and let it go, can he? You just can't leave a situation alone and let it go. You gotta keep talking to yourselves over and over about you going to some motherfucking fight looking for Coach Maliki. Alright? We can't let that false information keep coming like that. We just can't allow it, buddy. So, not only did Coach Maliki do 2 or 3 live shows in Drew Titan home, y'all, for those that might don't know. Not only did Coach Maliki, who is True Media Today, if you ain't subbed to True Media Today, make sure you get over there and sub up to True Media Today. He definitely got that action, no doubt. But Coach Maliki did, of True Media Today, he did like 2 or 3 live shows in Drew Titan home of New York, which we're going to talk about since Drew wanted to bring it up on his live yesterday again. Alright? But here's a chance. I want y'all to get a chance real quick before we get started. I want y'all to get a chance to hear Coach Maliki in Las Vegas for a Devin fight on a live in the mall when he got there, asking about the Wakanda boys. And Drew was there too, alright? And this was in Vegas. Check this out.
I'm here. Where's the shape of the laptop revolutionaries? All I got down threading online. We here. We are here. All right. See y'all at the fight tomorrow night. Just leaving the way in. It is what it is. I'll holler at y'all.
All right. So that was Coach Maliki in Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. And at the mall right there, walking around on that particular shot right there that y'all was listening to, on his live, walking and letting everybody know exactly where he at. And like he said, the Wakanda boys was all down there together. Everything Wakanda was all down there together. Alright? Now, not only was he there, but also, like I told y'all, what we got to talk about, he done like 2 or 3 live shows in New York, stationary outside in New York the whole week up until the fight. Even had a chance to be at one of the many press conferences that early in the week because the fight wasn't until Saturday night. Now, this is in New York, in Brooklyn, when he first got out there, on feet, walking around, showing them where he at, looking all around the area, walking in Brooklyn, talking, and then telling y'all, get ready, he get ready to do a live in about an hour. They the lives that we want to talk about. Like I told y'all, he was out there on his live shows just smoking weed and chilling in New York, letting motherfuckers know where he at. Stationary. Check him out in New York when he first touched down in New York.
Yo, what's good? We going live at 3 o'clock. We'll be going live in about about an hour. I'm not at the press conference. I know they got the Devil Hater press conference, Devil Hater Rise Garcia press conference. I'm not there. Of course, I think that's obvious. You get what I'm saying? So I just touched down right here in Brooklyn. I'm walking right now. I got my main man, Yarmus, coming through this evening, man. So we got Yarmus coming through, and we have Jamie coming through. So Yarmus and Jamie coming through to holler at me, man. Y'all gonna see them on the live today. Shout out to Brooklyn. See you guys at 3 o'clock. Peace.
You hear that? Told you he said he'll see y'all at 3 o'clock. That's when he came out and was doing the lives outside. He was outside standing behind the hotel, chilling, smoking, or somewhere on the side of the hotel or somewhere. They was all out there. They was just all out there on some chill shit. Just smoke, rolling up and smoking and shit. Yeah. With the motherfucking live on for like 45 minutes. And he done that shit like 2 or 3 times that week before the fight. So listen, Drew Titan goes back to the Coach Maliki story, telling his subs he was looking for Coach Maliki in the fight when he wasn't at all. Straight cat. Why waste your time saying it? Why are you wasting your time to stop your shows, talking boxing, and go back to talking about that? I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck you trying to prove by doing that. So, for those that might don't know, Coach Maliki is from Florida. All right, y'all. And the fight that Drew Titan took the time to lie about was a fight that they had in New York. That you just heard Coach Maliki on there saying he in New York. So Coach Maliki came to New York from Florida like on a fucking Wednesday of the fight week. When Coach Maliki got settled down at that hotel, he must decided he would let everybody see he was in New York, in Brooklyn. And not only see he was in New York, he made sure he showed the area clearly on the live. Get a lot of credit for that. Especially when you staying stationary. Get a lot of credit for that. Clearly on the live that he was on. And then him and the few dudes out there with him began rolling up a few blunts and talking shit to each other. Listen, Coach Maliki did exactly what I asked BFTB to do when he was riding his car through Baltimore. That's all I was saying. That he did exactly what you... And you heard what BFTV response was. Why would I turn my camera on? Because you see how Coach Maliki had his on? That's what you supposed to do. He in New York. He can only go to where the motherfucker know. He know where you at. He went where Drew would know where he at. He would be able to say easy, oh, I know exactly where the fuck he at. And that's what he did. That's what you were supposed to do when he was riding his car through Baltimore on his way to Philly. Go stop your car at a chill location, which was supposed to be, you said your chill location was Hooters. I say cool. Way before you even left Texas. You say you like to go to Hooters. That's a good chill location. Go to Hooters. Set your live up and just chill like Maliki was doing up New York for Drew. And Coach Maliki was on there the first time for about 45 minutes. Then he turned around the very next day outside at the same hotel and did the same shit again. Coach Maliki was so open and moving around that week so much that you heard Drew tell you he even y'all heard Drew Titan tell you when he was lying to you the other day, you heard him tell you he was moving around so motherfucking much that he even ran into 78 Sports TV, a Wakanda member. He even ran into a Wakanda member. 78 Sports TV. 78 Sports TV was probably watching Coach Maliki on his live. Probably watching him on his live, while he was in New York. Yeah. When he went, or on his way to New York, he probably was watching him. I know somebody from the LDBC was watching Coach Maliki outside, rolling up and smoking on them damn live shows in New York. One of them told Drew, even though I know Drew seen those live shows in his city. He seen them motherfucking live shows. You think that man ain't see that man up there 3 days in a row? Much as he talk about him? 3 days in a row on live shows for 45 minutes to an hour, just chilling. Then he tell y'all that he went in the arena during the fight, and he wasn't there. Look at that big ass arena we looking at, the Barclays Center. He said he went in the arena, he looked around, he wasn't there. But Coach came all the way from Florida to go to the fight and not go. He gets on his live in a stationary spot for a few days just so you know he in your city. But you want us to believe he didn't go to the fight. And you really expect people to believe he didn't go to the fight because you showed up. Well, you's a cornball for real. You's a cornball for real. Had you seen Coach Maliki, the only thing that you would have done is looked and kept it moving. That's all Drew Titan would have did. He would have looked and kept it moving. You not cut from that kind of cloth. You not cut from that kind of cloth that your mouth advertised. You not cut from that kind of cloth that your mouth advertised you as at all. You, for some delusional ass reason, you believe your size does some type of justice for you. But you don't even believe that. Because you didn't even involve yourself in the sport that you talk about with your size. Or in the UFC. Because people like myself who already know you would have got the shit beat out you. You would have been getting dragged in there. You would have been a nigga getting beat the fuck up all the time, whether boxing or UFC. Thinking you big. Would have got trashed in either one. Ain't involve yourself in either one, but always think your size does justice for you. But it's not hard to, and the crazy part about it, outside the sports, anyway, it's not hard to see your heart pumps nothing no more than Kool-Aid. Yeah, that's it. Maybe Kool-Aid. Keep telling people that you 6'3" or you 6'4", him and this goofy donut ass nigga bark for the bone. I'm 6'3", I'm 6'4", that guy's too small to me. But that guy who you feel like too small to you, his heart don't pump Kool-Aid. His heart don't pump Kool-Aid like yours is pumping. Been a scared nigga just like Bark for the Bone all your life. That's why you turned into a police. You know that. That's why you became a police officer. You know goddamn well I'm telling you nothing but the absolute truth. I mean, yeah. You cornballs got the internet. You cornballs got the internet, and now y'all gang. Now y'all gang gang. Coach Maliki know you wasn't a threat. And that's why he did those stationary live shows with his camera on in your city. That's why he did that. And like he thought, ain't shit happened. And he enjoyed the fight, and he flew back to Florida. That in itself has Drew heated inside. And that's why he's still talking about it 2 years later. And one other thing. And if Andy Cruz was telling Keyshawn, if Andy Cruz was trolling Keyshawn, if he was trolling Keyshawn and then turned down the fight with them talking about he not ready, then of course Keyshawn had the motherfucking right to troll Andy Cruz after taking that loss. Yeah. I heard about Andy Cruz beating Keyshawn up in the amateurs. I heard about all that. So what, he beat Keyshawn in the amateurs? That ain't got shit to do with not fighting Keyshawn in the pros. And saying he not ready in the pros. But he beat him in the amateurs. So you and Bark for the Bone both need to shut the fuck up about who Keyshawn trolled when you goofballs wasn't saying anything about Cruz trolling Keyshawn when it happened. Alright? Talking about they don't like what Eddie Hearn said. They don't like what Eddie Hearn said when Eddie Hearn had got total control of what's happening. Who gives a fuck that y'all don't like what Eddie Hearn might have had to say about any type of situation? Because like I keep telling y'all, Eddie Hearn got the kind of control that neither one of you cornball goofies will ever have. And the next time I catch you talking about the Coach Maliki situation, you try to let it get away and try to slide it in on the sneak tip, I'm going to bust your head again. See y'all on the Get Back.